Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this is a journey investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades, we do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video, we're going to be looking at MMTLP and the first legal victory in the District Court of Florida, and this was quite significant. We're also going to be looking at Robert F. Kennedy, who certainly seems to be potentially on board in the MMTLP fiasco, so stay tuned for that. Then we're going to be looking at Google, which is potentially still a good long-term buy, and also good news from China, which has seen many of the significant China stocks bouncing today. So before we get started, let's have a look at what's happening in the market. So first of all, from Bloomberg, the US stocks are testing a rally, and this is with regard to bonds falling. So what we can see from CNBC here is that the Dow Jones is also rising to record highs as Wall Street is building up to significant September gains. So remember, September is typically one of the worst trading months of the year, so we are defying expectations here. And if we look at the S&P 500 one-year performance following a series of rate cuts, we can always see that there has been almost always quite a significant bounce, and that certainly also seems to be happening right now. So let's move on to have a look at news with regard to China. And from Market Watch, we can see here that China stocks are soaring on the stimulus plan, and can this rally continue? So certainly good news today. In terms of China, they are looking to cut reserve requirements rate in terms of the ratio by 50 basis points. So that was also quite a significant trigger for the bounce. So we're going to start by having a look at ticker symbol GOOGL, also known as Google, and asking the question, is this still a stock that is worth investing? So right now, in terms of the price and according to the valuation, we're looking at potential value for this stock of $253.12. So that represents a significant upside value. And what's also quite interesting is that the share price has been quite volatile. So I think right now it is giving a good reason to invest in terms of potentially an attractive price. But if we look at the potential future growth, we're looking at earnings per growth rate potentially at 12.4%, and we're also looking at revenue growth, which are also quite impressive at 10%. So remember, this is also a dividend stock. So if we have a look at the 6-month chart here, it is up 8%, but you can see at one point it was very close to hitting $200. So in terms of the market cap, we're looking at just in excess of $2 trillion, and also earnings expected in 28 days. So right now, potentially a good time to buy. What I'd now like to do is give a special thanks and shout out here to Busy Brands, who posted with regard to 13 good questions that FINRA should be asking in terms of the MMTLP fiasco. But what's interesting here, highlighted in yellow at the top, is that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has reposted this post in terms of the MMTLP fiasco, and this post of Busy Brands. So let's go ahead and have a look at Robert F. Kennedy. So remember, I believe he is joining the Trump team. He has 3.8 million followers, and I'm sure he will also have significant influence in the financial market. So let's see how this breaking news story develops. So moving on, in terms of the overview from Meta News, what they've stated is that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. shared the MMTLP on his timeline, and he is working closely with the Trump administration. If Trump becomes president, then we would certainly expect more investigations and more opening up of what happened here, and hopefully good news. Finally, I'd like to share with you details of the first legal victory, and what Kristen has posted here is that the court is dealing with a request from TradeStation Securities to remove a motion filed by the plaintiff, which is Intercoastal Waterways, and TradeStation are arguing that the plaintiff has basically submitted the same document twice, and once a response to the request for arbitration, and again another one as a separate motion to disqualify. So the court, or the judge, has acknowledged that putting motions within other filings potentially could be confusing and should be avoided. However, the court has allowed Intercoastal Waterways, i.e. the plaintiff, to submit a reply about why FINRA should be disqualified. In other words, the court will hear the arguments, but they are limiting the reply to 5 pages. The court is also willing to allow the plaintiff to respond, but only on the narrow question of whether FINRA should be disqualified. So this certainly is still alive, and TradeStation's request to strike the motion was denied by the judge. So let's have a look at details of this. So we can see here, plaintiff Intercoastal Waterways versus TradeStation, and also versus FINRA, who are the two defendants. We can see that TradeStation initially argued that the motion to disqualify was solely based on the plaintiff to have the last word on the arbitration, and then obviously giving the plaintiff the benefit of the doubt. Cross motions embedded in response are problematic because they are not recorded as motions on CM/ECF, and it's always better practice to seek affirmative relief through separate motions. So let's move ahead and have a look at what was signed by the judge. And the judge and the court has stated they are finding that a reply memorandum from plaintiff is permissible, so it should be allowed, but should be limited solely to the reasons why FINRA should be disqualified. And the judge is ordering that TradeStation and their motion to strike cross motion to disqualify is denied. And it is now ordered that the plaintiff's reply memorandum in support of the cross motion to disqualify shall be limited to 5 pages and shall only address the issue of whether FINRA should be disqualified. So this is ordered and done in Fort Lauderdale, Florida on the 23rd of September 2024. And I believe there is talk of further developments and hopefully some more good news with regard to the MMTLP fiasco coming very, very soon. So let's keep an eye out and cross our fingers. Finally, if you would like to join us in our Discord and get a copy of daily stock alerts as well as the weekly watch list, details are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.